Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have some very, very exciting news to break down today. UFC 319, the headliner is official, confirmed. Dricus du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev is happening. Now, really, really interesting sort of rumors that came to light about DDP being injured, breaking his shin, I believe the rumor was. Now, all of that has come out to be false, and we have the matchup confirmed now. But regardless, I just have a lot of confusion around those rumors, where they came from. But regardless, we have the fight in front of us, and that is the most important thing. DDP on an absolute tear right now. Like, for someone who was so clowned, criticized on their way up, even when they won the belt, man, like, his ability to change everyone's perspective just by pure hard work, grit, determination, and that in turn bringing winning results. Like I said, the guy's on a crazy streak now, and finally he's starting to get the respect he deserves. I think, like, if you said this fight was happening a year and a half ago, people would have been so on the side of Chimaev. And don't get me wrong, like, I think a lot of people think that Chimaev is going to come in here and, dispose of DDP pretty early. But yeah, like, DDP is a savage, man, and deserves to be spoken about as a true elite in this sport, because that's what he is. And even if his fighting style isn't the most pretty to watch, like I said, it garners wins. Like, the results he has had inside the UFC, you just have to applaud, man. Like, yeah, this guy is a truly elite fighter, and I think this is his biggest test. On the other side, Khamzat Chimaev, we speak about prospects, hyped up talents in MMA. Like, the rise of Khamzat Chimaev was truly special to watch. I know it sort of fizzled, due to inactivity, a lot of cancelled fights. Khamzat Chimaev had a few health issues, but we're here now. His last performance against Bobby Knuckles, he truly looked like he had leveled up. Like, a lot of people, myself included, thought that that was going to be a much tougher fight for Khamzat Chimaev than it was. Like, he went in there and big brothered Robert Whittaker, which no one does, man. Like, yes, I know DDP sort of steamrolled through Whittaker as well, but yeah, it looked different on the surface. So I think in this matchup, it is going to be absolutely fireworks. The lead up, the build up, how much energy there's going to be on this matchup before we even get into the cage. We have a real treat on our hands here, guys. This is going to be a pure example of why we tune into MMA. Like, don't get me wrong, everything is about the fight and the matchup and the skills inside the octagon. But when you have bad blood and a build up like this, it adds so much hype and entertainment to the more casual fan and even to the more hardcore fan, man. Like, yeah, when there's a true animosity and a true rivalry, it's it's a real spectacle. Now, when we get into the fight itself, like, this is going to be two guys meeting each other in the middle of the octagon, not wanting to give an inch. I think DDP is going to be having to defend some takedowns early, man. And I think DDP is the sort of fighter that we've seen in the past, just never gives up on himself. Regardless of how tired he is or looks, he's going to keep working. And that's the sort of fighter that would beat at Chimaev. Like, you need that gas tank. And also that belief in yourself, man, because Chimaev is such a monster from the outside, how dominant he's been, that you need to have that self-belief, that determination to get up for a challenge like that. And Chimaev, if he can't secure takedowns and get DDP out of there in the first, 2 rounds, DDP is going to come on strong. And I could see the tables reversing so bad. Like, DDP, such a great ability to just, like I said, stay in the fight and keep you fighting. Like, he holds such a high pace. If he can survive against Chimaev early, he's going to be bringing that pace. So, like every Chimaev fight, it's like does this get out of the first 5 minutes? And if so, we're going to have a real conversation about how competitive this thing is going to be, because Chimaev's finishing ability and instinct when he's fresh, when the fight is early, like he does such a good job of just getting on you and chasing that fight, like putting it on you straight away, like what he did to Kevin Holland. He had that fight on the ground within the first 8 seconds, man, like, and was chasing submission. So DDP knows that's coming, but it's one thing to know that that's coming. It's a whole other thing to deal with it when it's in front of you. So although this matchup may seem simple on the outside, like, there's so many unknowns still about Chimaev, how he looks in a third, fourth, fifth round. I know he went the distance with Gilbert Burns, but that was a long time ago, and I think Chimaev is probably a lot more calculated since then. So with Chimaev, it's such a balancing act in these 5-round fights of like putting the gas on early, but then if you don't get the finish, you really have blown a lot of your gas tank, man. So super intriguing matchup, and definitely the fight that needed to happen next. If DDP can go in there and finish Chimaev, which I don't think is out of the realm of possibility at all, I do not see this fight going the distance, man. So if DDP can win this, can you imagine the sort of steam, like the run he will have been on if he can beat Chimaev is absolutely nuts. Like, it has to start getting talked about as one of the greatest win streaks in MMA history. Like, the names he's put together in a row so far: Whitaker, Adesanya, Strickland twice, and then Chimaev. Like, what a run. Let me know what you guys think about this matchup. I think it is going to be so exciting, like I mentioned. Not only the fight itself, but that build-up. Yeah, it's going to be a real treat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate that. And we will chat soon.